I am sympathetic to the argument that this is the biggest game of round 2 in the Six Nations. I mean, Scotland, Ireland, and England, France are huge games. But you could, as much as we're hoping that they're going to be tense, tight games that go down to the wire and really well-matched teams, you could equally see it being comfortable wins for Ireland and France, which means that the fate of the championship this year is going to be in Dublin when Ireland play France, whereas at the bottom of the table, this could be it. This could be wooden spoon decider. I mean, I know I'm talking as an Englishman, that might come back and bite me in the backside because both Wales and Italy are capable of beating England. Make no mistake. But Italy, arguably the best team they've ever had, against Wales, arguably the worst team they've ever had. The desire to get a W in this game will be massive. For Italy, it's trying not to be that yo-yo team. They had a horrible Rugby World Cup in 2023. They bounced back and had their best ever Six Nations in 2024. They've got a legit rugby team throughout the squad, and they have to start delivering regularly. And so this game is enormous. It could end up being the only win they get in this championship, which just amplifies how important it is. But the same goes for Wales. As soon as the final whistle went in that final game in November, attention turned to this game against Italy and put a big circle around that one. That could be Wales's one chance at a victory. Again, I'm an Englishman, fully acknowledging they've got a chance of beating England in Cardiff. It would not completely surprise me, but this game is huge. Italy's record in the Six Nations against Wales is not great. At home, only 2 wins out of 14 matches. They have won 2 out of the last 3 matches against Wales, but both of those have been in Wales. Before that, their last win in 2007. It's been a long, long time since Italy have beaten Wales in Rome, and Wales will hope that that continues. I'll go through both teams. I've got a combined 23-man squad as well. If you had access to all 23 Italians, all 23 Welshmen, who would you put in a combined team? And what does that tell us about where the balance of power lies, where the strengths and weaknesses are, limitations and opportunities, and ultimately how you think this game is going to go? Leave your comment down below, please. Love it if I would earn your subscription. Give the video a thumbs up. And there is Italy's team. As I say, arguably the best Italian team we've ever seen. That backline is chef's kiss. It is. And the pack's not too shabby. And in fact, some of the strengths of the Italian performance against Scotland was in the front row. Fischetti and Ferrari were excellent. Really, really good. Very busy around the park. Solid set piece. And those are the kind of foundations that Italy are looking to replicate. And Nicolo Canoni comes into the starting lineup in second row with Dino Lamb switching to the bench. The only other change in the 23, JC has taken a knock to his knee. He's out in the 23 shirt, and in comes Truja. It's a really good team, isn't it? Brexancello in the midfield. I mean, I'll come to Wales. Looks serious. It looks really good. There's balance. The back row's got your classic kind of 6, classic work rate 7, and a classy ball playing 8. And the age profile of this Italian team is one of the things that's most encouraging as well. They're one of the youngest teams in world rugby in terms of average age. And they need to keep taking steps forward. And so this win is huge. Wales, if they were to lose to Italy, they will go below Georgia in the world rankings. The noise for relegation in the Six Nations will become deafening, almost undeniable at that point. And Wales, it could well be a long road back. Warren Gatland, is his runway running out? How long is he going to be given? Well, I know that there will be eye rolls and sighs when this team was announced earlier because Watkin out injured, so Eddie James comes in at centre. Taulupe Faletau back into the starting 15. Aaron Wainwright onto the bench. I believe I'm right in saying Tommy Raffel not injured, so was available, not selected, which was a bit of a surprise. Other than that, it's as you were for Wales. So Ben Thomas at fly half. Nick Tompkins at 13. So England last week played with 3 7s. Warren Gatland is playing with 3 12s in his team. Now, Ben Thomas looked better to me when he was at 12 in that game against France. And Dan Edwards was at 10. And you know what? I mean, how much of a harder place could there be in the Six Nations to make a debut away in France? against a monstrous pack and a backline that can shred you. And Dan Edwards did okay. So I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand why Anscombe's not there. I don't understand why, if you're backing Dan Edwards, the one out-and-out fly half in your team, you're not going for Edwards. I don't understand how just a matter of months ago, Warren Gatland said Ben Thomas is a 12, not a 10, and yet he's picking him at 10. I don't understand how a few months ago, Warren Gatland wasn't even picking Nick Tompkins in his squad, and now he's in his squad and starting in a position that he doesn't play all the time for Saracens. Make it make sense. I don't know. As I keep saying, Warren Gatland has forgotten more about rugby than I will ever know. So what do I know? But that is my 2 cents worth. Taulupe Faletau, some people have said that Aaron Wainwright's been a bit hard done by. I think it makes sense from a couple of perspectives. Firstly, Aaron Wainwright won't have trained fully this week because he had a bang to the head, cut over his eye. I think he's had some stitches. So he might have been stood down from training for a few days and only come back relatively late in the week. Equally, Taulupe Faletau ruled himself out of playing last week against France. I mean, that might have been one of those, do I really want to play against France? Yeah, my knee's hurting, boss. Oh, yeah, my knee's... Actually, my knee's better now playing Italy. No, it's not that. But if you have any doubts about Taulupe Faletau going deep into the game or an injury recurring itself, isn't it better to have him starting and the player, someone like Aaron Wainwright, who can come on in any position in the back row, including replacing Taulupe Faletau, having him on the bench to come on? The rugby has changed now. It's a 23-man game, and sometimes the people that are on the pitch at the end of a match are as important, even if not more important, than the people who are on the pitch to start a game, because most points are scored towards the end of games. Fatigue sets in, and players coming on and having an impact is absolutely massive. I should know. I'm an England fan. So I get that one. And I guess in a lot of positions, it's just picking the ones that are available. I guess it's the same old stuff, isn't it? It's the people that Warren Gatland hasn't selected in his squad and the people out of his squad that he has selected in his starting lineup, where there are options. It looks to me like he's made questionable choices, but again, what do I know? As for a combined 23-man squad, this will... I mean, it's actually hard to believe that this is what a combined 23-man squad looks like between Italy and Wales. When you think at how Wales have won 30 out of 34 matches in between the two countries, 30 out of 34 Wales have won. And here we are in 2025 with Wales having 4 players in a combined 15 and a further 4 on the bench. 8 out of a match day 23. That speaks to where Italy have got to and where Wales have dropped to. And again, I take no pleasure in that. Wouldn't it be amazing if the rise of Italy came at the same time that Wales were doing really well? What a Six Nations we would have. But it just magnifies the importance of this match. I don't know, do you agree with that? I've got David Jenkins and Jack Morgan in the pack. Gareth Thomas is good, but it does say Fischetti was great. And in the back line, Thomas Williams at 9 and Liam Williams at 15. Other than that, Italy all the way. Brex and Cello opposite those Welsh centres. I don't know. The Welsh centres, I will say, are very robust guys. They're physical, big units, so relatively so. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe they can mix it, but I'm expecting an Italian win. I think Wales will do enough to reel them in and keep them close. They work hard, but I'll say Italy by 6. And Wales' woes to continue. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I'll see you on the next video.